I pride myself on being a good teammate. Soldier or adventurer, you need excellent skills of observation.
Let's go!
So, where do we go next? Charge!
Much stronger.
No, don't look this
Now
way!
it's my turn.
Get back!
Let's give him the full treatment.
This might work.
Why not?
I got this!
Ha!
Look
Win.
sharp.
Win anyway.
We're up, Gramps.
Begin!
It's up to you, Morag.
As planned.
Go somewhere else, why don't you?
Seek, aim true.
Here!
I'll show you how it's done.
Down!
Still getting stronger.
Ultra
Don't give them
ultimate
a
chain
moment to
attack!
go all in.
Right, let's do this!
Nice.
Enemy's element is now fire.
It's vital to stay aware of your surroundings, no matter what world you're on.
We've arrived.
Let's set off for a new adventure.
Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Why not? Time
Go
to
somewhere
attack.
else, why don't you?
Secret
This is the
attack!
culmination of years of training.
No, I'm fired.
Don't get ready for
The enemy's element is now ice.
Pandoria!
Backing my prince.
Why not? Come out, come out.
Not so fond of fish. I've been fishing since I was a kid. Here, fishy, fishy.
So that's how you decrypt the data. It all makes sense now. Now I know why I came to Allrest. It's all been for this.
Caw, that's incredible. Treasure acquired. If only I was 500 years younger.
Now thou shalt
All right,
be
already.
Got a fix on them.
Hit it now.
Secret agent!
Let's give him the
I'm on this!
electric.
Excellent!
We make our own future.
This is the culmination of years of training.
Monado Cyclone!
Don't get them a
We'll win anyway.
We're up, Gramps.
Just try
Begin.
one.
It's up to you, Morag.
Very well.
Hidden thorn.
Magnificent!
Zeke, aim true.
What can I do for you?
Magnificent!
Much
Did you
stronger.
see that?
Why not?
Nicely done.
Let's clean
No
up.
way. We were awesome.
Don't give them a
Morag,
moment's
you've got to
rest.
teach me your thingy with the
Gotcha.
blue flames. Snazzy as hell.
Snazzy that some drivers value style over substance.
Education is a lifelong thing. The gods themselves fear me.
Caw, that's incredible. Having nice one.
We came a pretty long way, hey?
So, where do we go next?
Having this makes me real happy.
Smells great. Bulking up! Geez, do you have to get so worked up? You're half done. Let's dance!
Oh my! Such a wonderful place!
Yes, indeed. I must admit it's a dramatic scene. Looking at it is like a spur to my creative energy.
Akhos, you think you'll write another play?
Perhaps. Gazing out at a vista like this, it's like a churning sea of possibilities. I mean, for example, a story of a woman who took to the skies on wings of freedom.
Sounds way interesting! I want to hear more! Akhos, you must write that story. I can't bear it if you don't.
Abrona, it's easier said than done. Ideas need to crystallize a little first. But perhaps you could be my inspiration for this story.
Inspiration?
I mean, because you fly on wings of freedom. You're wild and untamable, and you've already got wings.
Oh, am I now?
Why don't you try flying a little for me now? Right here.
Yes, of course!
Flying? From here? Wait, can you actually fly?
Huh? You really didn't know I could fly? So very silly.
Well, it's not as though she has real flight like a bird flapping its wings. It's more like floating around on the ether flow. Those wing-like organs let her manipulate it.
But unlike real flight, it's not affected by wind or weather, so I can go wherever I like. So they really are wings of freedom.
Hey, Abrona, here's an idea. Why don't you try taking to the skies with your driver?
With my driver? But drivers can't fly?
Can't you bear them up in your arms? The heroine in my story was going to soar the heavens with her loyal companion. That'd be incredibly dramatic, don't you think?
Now that you mention it, yes. If you want to take to the skies on Abrona Airways, just call me.
I'm okay for now.
What? No? You trembling mouth. I promise to try not to drop you. I'm not all that clumsy, you know.
Hey, wait a moment. That would be even more dramatic. The heroine drops her friend. Oh, the pathos. Yes, the muses have called out to me and I've heard.
So she will drop her friend?
That's right. Her companion will be dashed on the rocks below like a bag of wet rice. Now come on, Abrona. It's time you tried taking your driver for a spin. Reach the highest peak, then let them go into the cloud sea below.
Okay, sounds like a great idea.
Abrona, you better be joking.
come on. This isn't an offer that one can refuse. I'm writing the ultimate comedy here. Your help is appreciated.
No doubt about it. I can't miss out on the chance to be immortalized in one of your tales, Akhos. Oh my! Such a wonderful place!
Yes, indeed. I must admit it's a dramatic scene. Looking at it is like a spur to my creative energy.
Akhos, you think you'll write another play?
Perhaps. Gazing out at a vista like this, it's like a churning sea of possibilities. I mean, for example, a story of a woman who took to the skies on wings of freedom.
Sounds way interesting. I want to hear more. Akhos, you must write that story. I can't bear it if you don't.
Abrona, it's easier said than done. Ideas need to crystallize a little first. But perhaps you could be my inspiration for this story.
Inspiration?
I mean, because you fly on wings of freedom. You're wild and untamable, and you've already got wings.
Oh, am I now?
Why don't you try flying a little for me now? Right here.
Yes, of course!
It's true that you're quite the free spirit.
Of course I am. I'm the very picture of freedom. Although, sometimes I wonder whether what I have is actually real freedom. I mean, a blade always shares the fate of their driver, right? Doesn't that mean we're kind of tied down by our drivers? You can hardly call that freedom.
Abrona, you surprise me.
What? How?
That's awfully insightful. It seems the genius of my story has inspired you in turn. I always thought that you were just fired by raw, unthinking desires and whimsical emotion.
Akhos, you're skating on thin ice. I'm actually very thoughtful. Underneath. Like, say I've got some of my favorite cantaloupe porridge here. And let's say Rex is about to eat it. My stomach says eat it, but my conscience says let my driver have it. Real freedom is being able to choose whether I sit back and let them eat it, or ask them to let me have some. And that choice is up to me, Abrona. So in a way, I'm the driver of me. Being able to choose, that's real freedom.
Yes, you can make choices, and those choices lead to consequences. All of that is under your control. Although, I have to say I can't picture you making either of those choices. If I was to bet on it, I'd have said you'd have punched your driver and taken all the grub for yourself. Would you really consider any other option?
Realistically, that probably is what I'd decide to go for.
But in the end, that just means you're being selfish.
Well, choosing to be selfish is a kind of freedom, too. Not being tied down by anything. Living for myself. Not doing anything nasty and boring. Only doing fun things. That's the sort of life I want.
Yes, yes! You're the ideal inspiration for my free-spirited heroine. This is going to be the greatest comedy of all time.
Well, that settled it. I'll keep doing whatever I want. Otherwise, Akhos' story would be ruined. lucky to have me. It's a done
Let's
deal.
rest a spell.
The tale is told.
We going somewhere.
Man, what a view. I like this boat.
Oh, I didn't know you were interested in Titan battleships, Mikhail.
I don't much care about the Titan part, but the tech element I find fascinating. Don't you get excited just looking at it? I just want to tinker with it all. Give me a hand, will you, Cressidas?
Yes, let me at it.
You must be great at carrying stuff.
Are you making fun of me? I mean, sure, I have muscles. Anyone who's not blind can see that.
Well, yeah, but...
Tell you what, if you're so interested in my strength, why don't I give you a little demonstration? Let's see. What if I lifted that Titan battleship?
What?
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, you're right. But I could probably manage Archelon over there.
Cressidas, how about no? If you break Ardanian hardware, we'll all be paying for it.
Why does that sound like a familiar story? Then how about something like this? Driver throwing. I bet I can throw mine farther than anyone else.
Good idea, that. I'm sure the Ardanian military won't mind that, at least.
It's on then. Let's do it.
No, hold on a second.
Ah, shut up and watch. Putting your life in your blade's hands is what drivers do. Ah! Ah!
Whew. I thought I'd die. Oh, I think it's probably best not to mention Cressidas' strength in future. Huh.
Man, what a view. I like this boat.
Oh, I didn't know you were interested in Titan battleships, Mikhail.
I don't much care about the Titan part, but the tech element I find fascinating. Don't you get excited just looking at it? I just want to tinker with it all. Give me a hand, will you, Cressidas?
Yes, let me at it.
Are you good with your ounce?
Oh, absolutely. Cressidas is pretty damn skillful.
Sure am. Don't look it, do I? Well, when it comes to tiny screws for tiny nop-on hands, I admit I get furious sometimes. But anything else, and I'm your man.
And when it comes to the fiddly parts, that's where I step in.
I see. Mikhail takes care of the small things, and Cressidas focuses on the big. A perfect matchup.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, together we're unstoppable! I can't help it, these furballs bother me!